Hello guys, welcome to my video journal. Today I'm going to talk about warm-up activities and I'll give you my thoughts on some of my classmates' warm-up activities. Let's start with Sam and Henry. Their topic was advertising. They started off by doing a guess game with songs from known ads. Then they gave the definition of some key concepts regarding advertising. And finally, they made questions for us to reflect on the effect of advertising in our daily lives. We answered the questions out loud and created a conversation about advertising. Then we have Camilo and Anto. Their topic was censorship. They started by giving the definition of censorship, and after that, they divided us in two groups and made some people of each group debate about censorship. One group had to be in favor and the other one against. After the debate, they asked our personal opinion on censorship. The debate was a really good idea because they had everyone in the class compromise with their topic and it worked out perfectly. Our third couple is Paula and Danny. Their topic was stereotypes. They stacked two cards on the board. One said boys and the other one said girls. Then they gave us cards with stereotypes written on them and made us stack the cards on whichever side of the board we wanted. When we finished the game, they asked us about our opinion on the stereotypes on the board and how we are going to deal with them when we become teachers. I thought their activity was very nice because they had us moving around the classroom. It was a really nice way to start the class. The next couple is Ignacia and Cote. Their topic was media reliability. They started by giving the definition of media reliability and gave us some tips to know if a source is reliable or not. Finally, they showed us some news and asked us if we thought they were reliable. I thought their warm-up activity was good because they actually taught us some ways to recognize bad sources and they also used video and sound for their activity which made it very fun. The fifth couple is Cote and Connie. Their topic was racism. They filled a bag with papers with numbers in it and they made us took one piece of paper randomly and each number was attached to a question about racism. So they created a fun and quick way to get us talking about racism. Next, we have Alanis and Ryan. Their topic was discrimination. So they started by first asking what we knew about discrimination, and when we answered, then later they gave us the correct definition of discrimination. Then they asked us about personal experience with discrimination. And finally, they showed us a video about discrimination to create consciousness about the topic. I think it was a very good warm-up because they got us hooked talking about our own experiences and they also used interactive material like the video. And finally, my warm-up activity. Well, actually, mine and Benja's. Our topic was human rights. We started by giving the definition of human rights and we also talked about history of human rights and how they came to be what they are today. Finally, we made questions to our classmates about situations where the line of human rights is blurred. We created this activity with the intention of making our classmates reflect on human rights violations and put them in a situation where their rights are being compromised. We wanted to put them in a tough spot so they could think about what they could do if they face a similar situation in the future. And also we wanted to create a conversation because everybody acts different on these types of situations. So our classmates hearing and reflecting what their other classmates say they would do on these types of situations created a nice conversation. As a future teacher, I think of warm-up activities as a tool to introduce the topic that your class is going to be about. The beginning of a class is very important and is decisive on whether the class is going to be successful or not. Warm-up activities help us teachers break the ice with the students and also introduce the topic our class is going to be in a fun and interactive way. My teachers never used this method of starting a class, which made every class very monotonous, and I think it would have been great if they had used it, especially since we were kids. Well, that's all. Thank you for joining.